Okay, everybody, check this out. I'm Justin, in case you guys didn't know. Hi. And my project was basically on the way that classical ideas and concepts of rhetoric are being remediated today. So my topic is basically the classical trivium and digital communication. Now, the trivium is just a real cool way of saying the classical ideas of grammar, rhetoric, and dialect. That's basically all it is. The way we take in information, the way we speak, basically how all these things are being remediated because we live in a very digital world. I figured that, considering the fact that this is pretty much what we've been doing all semester, I figured I'd basically just explain it to you in terms of something that we already understand. So first of all, I'll have a few things I'd like to show you. So I figured that a great example of remediation from an academic perspective would be our blog. Everyone should be familiar with the whole blog setting. If you're not, feel sorry for your grade. But this is basically a prime example of what has been discussed in my topic. Basically what we have here is academic text, traditional academic text being remediated in a digital form. For example, the ideas of composition. For one question from the Shipka reading was, what makes multimodal composition effective? Another question is it possible to create powerful images through sound effectively? So on and so forth. These are all traditional academic questions based on rhetoric and context and content and delivery. All these things are not new, but the fact that they're being represented here in digital form just is a way of showing that classical rhetoric isn't dead and is actually still a very vital part of education. That's one thing that was mentioned a lot in the articles, the place of the classical rhetoric in modern education. The writers agree that it's there, it's just simply transformed and changed its form, if you will. So, that being said, got another cool example I'd like to show you. Another topic that came up was archiving old information through new media. A prime example of this would be this clip from NBC News. It came up during Black History Month, and its main focus is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm going to play a brief clip of it, and I'm hoping you'll be able to pick up on some of the things that are being remediated as opposed to just traditional text.
A bus stop. There at the head of Dexter Avenue is the Alabama State Capitol. Jefferson Davis took his oath as President of the Confederate States on the steps of that portico. Montgomery is known as the great...
I'm hoping here that you guys can see that this was a broadcast, a news broadcast from a while back. I don't have the actual date, but what you can see is that even recent classical media, if you will, because this is a bit outdated, even recent outdated material is being remediated in digital form. I downloaded this video via podcast. Now, I'm pretty sure that Dr. King didn't have an iPod. Here's the actual date. It's October 27th, 1957. So even information as recent as that is being remediated for academic purposes. So, yeah, that's the bulk of my presentation. If you guys have any questions, now would probably be the best time to ask them, considering the fact that, yeah, this is class. So, questions, comments, concerns, holla at me.